A long time ago, a love story began in the center of Nigeria, where the Niger River gently runs between the Igbo and Yoruba territories. Marriages between tribes were frowned upon during this period of strongly delineated tribal and cultural boundaries. However, the sun's golden beams would testify to a love that would transcend those limits when it set over these regions. Ijeoma was a beautiful Igbo woman whose complexion gleamed in the sunlight like a gleaming ebony. She was the daughter of a respected Igbo elder who was well known for his traditional beliefs and wisdom. Ijeoma was elegant and kind, and her attractiveness was evident in both her demeanor and her appearance. She would sing songs in her native Igbo language as she walked to the river every morning to gather water, her voice sounding like the wind whispering through the palm tree. Adisa was a strong and proud Yoruba warrior who resided in the Yoruba regions on the other side of the river. Adisa's loud voice resounded like the thunder before a storm, and she was tall and muscular. He was renowned for his valor in combat and his devotion to his people. He was the son of a Yoruba chief. Adisa shared Ijeoma's kind disposition, love of the outdoors, and native Yoruba poetry, which he would recite to the sounds of the talking drum. Ijeoma was fetching water from the river one fateful day when she saw Adisa standing by the other bank. His dark eyes met hers, and time seemed to stop for a moment, as if the spirits of their ancestors had woven a bond between their souls that neither of them could have predicted nor resisted. Their hearts communicated a language of love, even though they were from different tribes and spoke different languages. They would get together by the riverbed every day to exchange stories, learn from one another, and figure out how to talk to one another. Adisa taught Ijeoma the melodious flow of Yoruba, and Ijeoma taught her the lovely sounds of Igbo. Unaffected by the harsh realities of the outside world, their love blossomed like a flower in the desert. However, the world did not remain far away for very long. The clandestine meetings between Ijeoma and Adisa were observed by the elders of both tribes. Speculation spread swiftly. Getting married outside of one's tribe was viewed as treacherous and could result in curses or enrage the gods. Strongly defending their customs, both tribes prohibited the couple from ever meeting one another again. Enraged, Ijeoma's father confined her in their family enclosure and prohibited her from ever crossing the river again. Equally incensed, Adisa's father told his son to put the Igbo woman out of his mind and concentrate on his responsibilities as a warrior. However, love is difficult to put out once it has taken root in the heart. Ijeoma escaped her house one night and hurried to the river as the full moon illuminated the landscape with its silvery rays. Adisa was waiting for her there, his eyes brimming with the same resolve and desire. Their love was worth the danger, even though they were aware that being discovered might result in exile from their communities or worse. Adisa muttered in Yoruba, "Ijeoma, we can't live apart any longer. Let us depart from this location, this land that is unable to comprehend our love." Ijeoma nodded, her eyes watering. "Yes, Adisa. Living in exile with you is preferable to living without you." So they took off running. They journeyed across wide plains and through thick forests in search of a spot where they might live in harmony without being constrained by tribal norms. Weeks passed before they eventually sought safety in a far-off village where neither the Yoruba nor the Igbo were in charge. Here, they united two cultures, two languages, and two hearts to create a life together. As time passed, both tribes' firesides murmured about their love story, turning it into a legend. After initially opposing their love, the Igbo and Yoruba people started to see the strength of their partnership. Because intertribal marriages were no longer considered taboo and peace between the two tribes flourished in the years that followed, it was said that Ijeoma and Adisa's love had given good fortune to the area. Ijeoma and Adisa would sit by the river where they originally met in their latter years, reminiscing about their voyage while observing the water's flow. They had overcome the difficulties and created a loving legacy that united two great peoples. Ijeoma grinned as they clasped hands and peered into Adisa's eyes. She said, "My love, despite the fact that we were born in different countries, we have the same heart. With a gentle kiss on her hand and a voice as soft as the wind, Adisa said, "And our love will live on, long after we are gone." As a result, they spent the remainder of their lives together in harmony, united by a love that knew no bounds.